It's time to meet some new friends and play some games. Let's get started. Just a little bit of a heads up before the video 100% completely starts. This video and this challenge took an extremely long amount of time to do, so there is a good portion of the video that was cut out or sped up just to parts that are important or things that happened. So that way it wouldn't be too repetitive a video, me walking in, picking up 2 or 3 things and going outside and throwing them on the ground. But once again, just a heads up, thank you for watching, hope you enjoy the video. Hey there, it's VinOP here. I just wanted to stop and thank you for coming and checking out the new gaming channel. Hopefully we can all get to know each other real well here soon and start posting some quality content that everybody will enjoy. As you can see by the title of this video, today we will be going to a house and we will be stealing everything that the ghost has to offer in his house. So once this comes back, I will bring the video back. Alright, we're back after 2 lifetimes of waiting for this game to load. So, Daniel Thomas will have everything stolen from his house in this brand new house thief simulator game that I've come to love. I didn't hear if he said there was any aggression or any kind of danger that we'll be walking into, but that does not matter. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, I think first let's base this off. Let's find the room that the ghost is actually going to be in, so that way maybe we can do that one first or last. That might save us a little bit. Maybe it won't be too hostile and we can get everything and get out of here before the hunts begin, or maybe it'll just come after us because we're stealing its laptops. I don't know. Oh, I'm hearing creaking over here. Definitely upstairs. Very vocal ghost with the creaks, so I'm a little concerned here. I'm starting to think that, oh, I heard a door open. Starting to think that we're probably not going to have a very easy run. Okay, found ya. Let's just go ahead and get a basis. Where are you? Are you here? Show yourself. Oh, yep. We definitely have a vocal ghost. Okay, let's start in his room. Oh my goodness. We gotta turn that off. Okay. I don't think this is gonna work out too well in our favor. It seems, coffee mug and laptop, and we already got an angry ghost upstairs. Hopefully, though, I'm sure we can clean this house out before we get killed, maybe. But yeah, I just wanted to thank y'all for stopping by and checking out the new channel. As I said, we're probably going to primarily be a gaming channel, but I do have big plans. I do a lot of outdoors activities and all, so maybe at some point that will be incorporated into my channel. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll just have to find out. But for right now, I may give a little bit of a speed up on this video, so that way you're not having to sit here and watch as I go through every room and steal everything in this house. So, without further ado, I will talk to y'all in a bit. So just a heads up, throughout this sped up recording here, I was not able to complete this first run. I made it all the way to the basement and got killed through the door. I will show some more clips and then show the ending, but the second house is whenever the challenge is completed and everything's good. Went in strong, found the ghost upstairs pretty quick, but he was a very violent ghost and he just wasn't really having anything that I was given. So the more and more time I spent in the house, even after taking all my sanity pills, just turned into every 30 seconds he was hunting me and I had to crouch down and hide, and it just turned into a big deal with that first house. Regardless of that, though, I was still able to nearly complete the challenge, but in the last bit, he got me in the basement. So the rest of these clips are just going to be sheer highlights and just maybe hunts, but I will speed up pretty much the rest of the video until we get to the second house. As you can see here, after about 50 minutes, I took a little break. As I walk up towards the door, you can see the sheer pile I have built up here. This is the part where I'm getting close to just being in the basement, but this is where the ghost inevitably ends up finding and killing me. Well, as we can clearly see, that is a very difficult task to get done right there. After probably hour and a half of just constant in and out and throwing on the porch, and once my sanity dropped to a certain level, it was dang near impossible to even go upstairs. There wasn't much I could do with that. Single player wise, with that big of a house, maybe if I would have went to one of the smaller houses with less rooms, maybe just a downstairs house, but tried to go for the big house right in the beginning there and didn't quite work out too well. So alright, welcome to the real deal now. The last house was just a little too big for us to be able to comfortably run through with the ghost being angry, and it just turned into a mess. He was hunting every 5 seconds. I couldn't even go upstairs hardly anymore. It was just a bad deal by myself. I think I'm gonna try Tanglewood, and I think that should give enough to be able to do it, since Tanglewood's not a very big map. So I guess let's go ahead and find where the ghost is, and then we will start there like we did in the previous video. Oh yeah, this is already looking so much more doable than... Oh, I just heard a door open. This is already looking so much more doable than last round. That was not good at all. It was just way too big of a house. There wasn't no way I could cover all that ground by myself and pick up everything, but oh my god, that made me jump out of my chair. Alright, well, that was pretty good. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything yet. I notice sometimes when you run in the house too fast upon spawning, the ghost hasn't really spawned in a room yet. You can hear noises, but there's really not anywhere that it is, and then you'll backtrack and find that, oh, now there's a freezing temperature in the room. And I'm willing to bet that's what we're going to go through in this. I really wish it would show up. What the heck? Well, that was odd. Oh, see? Now we got 11 degrees here, even though we just walked past this. Let's see. Is it a hallway ghost? Oh, no, bathroom ghost. Where are you? Where are you? Alright. So it's talkative. That's good to know. No freezing temperatures. Let's get started on stealing this ghost stuff, shall we? Before he gets too unhappy with me and starts trying to kill me. some reason this game, ghosts don't appreciate you stealing their goods out of their house. They don't use them very often, but still don't necessarily agree. We do know as of right now that we do have a ghost that talks. So that is an indication. We will need to mark that down in the journal. This probably wouldn't be a bad idea to go ahead and go get our book, set the book down, leave it in here in case he wants to draw us a pretty picture. I think that'll be the best idea. Then once we get the book in, I think I'm going to go ahead and put the video on a little bit of a zoom speed up, so that way I can run through the house and hopefully try and get all the materials out of here before it starts trying to kill me. This will definitely be a lot more difficult than Ridge View whenever it starts hunting, just off the sheer fact that this house is a lot smaller, not a lot more places I can run or hide. Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and give it the old speed up here and see about stealing all this ghost stuff. So I will talk to y'all when something happens. Well, that about made me jump out of my chair. Alright, well, we're already getting kind of aggressive here, I see. Go check and see what our sanity is, just to make sure we're not about to start getting hunted. Like I said, this is a very small house, so the more we can keep ourselves from a hunt, probably going to be the best. Go ahead and mount one of these. Okay. Go ahead and see if we can't turn this on in here and get a ghost orb going. It's going to be kind of difficult to place this camera because it's in the bathroom. I don't really know where a good place is going to be. Guess maybe there is going to be about the best. Nope, we don't need that on. Please. That off. Alright. I will continue this journey, pick stuff up and keep going along with it, and I will speed this up and guess we'll see what happens. She seems to be getting pretty aggressive right now with her little meltdown activities she's performing here. I'm gonna go ahead and shut the door to this room, let myself know that I'm done in there. Gonna go check my sanity real quick just to make sure that I'm not running too terribly low on it, because if I am, I already know she's getting pretty active. Okay, that works out great. 80% capture photo. I noticed that she dipped her nasty toes in the water in there, but we don't need any dirty water, so kind of a funky coincidence there that the one time that we don't need that event, we got a ghost. playing Splash in the sink in there. She seems to really like that sink too. I think she turned it back on. Oh, maybe not. Oh. Yeah, she's getting very restless that I'm in here right now. She's opening doors, flicking on lights. So far I've gotten 2 apparitions of her. I wish I would have had a camera in here. For the first time that she happened to pop up in that room, and then maybe the second time there, it was a little hard to see her. I don't know if y'all would have noticed her, but when I was coming out there, I think I was walking past here, I could see her arm right here in the corner. She was sending me a love letter there, telling me to get out of the house. Getting a little concerned here. Starting to notice he's getting very agitated with me, and I still have quite a few rooms to go. So I'm going to continue the journey, and I will be back whenever anything happens other than picking up and throwing down items. So at this point I decided it was probably best to go ahead and try and collect some evidence on the ghost, as I've already got the spirit box done. So I decided to pick up the UV flashlight and see if I couldn't make use of that, maybe find some fingerprints, and ended up getting kind of lucky on that and finding it right on the doorway, so it didn't take much. But other than that, it's just been picking up and throwing on the ground. At this point, I had decided that I have enough stuff thrown on the ground, and I was pretty happy with where I was at, so decided to start taking some stuff to the truck, so that way I might be able to minimize the load on myself here in just a little while once I got done. And at this point, I started checking the cameras too, just to make sure that I wasn't getting no ghost orbs, so I could get my final piece of evidence. I think we might all be able to be in agreement that this game would be great if they would just give you a 4th slot. I mean, man. It would be perfect if I could just pick one more thing up. This will all be cut out of the video just due to the fact that I'm going to be running around picking up things for the next probably 20 years. So that way. But as of right now, we have cleared the entire house of every object that is able to be picked up, and hopefully we can try and complete some more of the objectives. See, the point of this challenge for me was not necessarily to figure out what the ghost was, but that would just be a bonus. I'm more concerned about the fact of I just cleared a whole entire house, and this is probably the greatest thief simulator game I've ever played in my entire life. As stated before, I tried the Ridgeview house doing this, and I got pretty much everything done. I covered the first floor, I covered the middle, got the garage done, the living room, went to the back room, bedroom, bathroom, and the closet, everywhere. And I had everything pretty much going my way except for the fact that I didn't have any more sanity pills. The ghost was not happy I was in the house anymore. and I was getting hunted every 30 seconds, and that ultimately led to getting trapped in the basement, and the ghost was able to, I was able to evade him quite a bit throughout the journey there with all the hunts I had to endure. And in the very last, when he got me, I'm not too sure. All I know is I was standing there after the newest update when it told you to hold the door, because they can open the doors now. I was standing there, holding the door shut, saw his arm come through the brick, and it killed me. So, I might show a little clip of that, might speed through it just so that way you can see what exactly I went through throughout the first video. I think I had probably over an hour and a half worth of walking through the house, collecting items, walking to the door, throwing them out on the porch. But like I said, other than this, I'm gonna go ahead and cut out the rest of these parts just because this is just me just walking in and out of the trailer. There's no point in having to watch that. I'll cut that out, and then once we decide to go back in and maybe finish some objectives, or maybe I'll be too tired of this game to even go back in the house after this. I'm not too sure. It's a very active ghost. She's jumped up behind me 3 or so times now. She's moved doors. She's turned lights on and off. I haven't, out of the evidence that I've gotten so far, it says it can be a spirit, a wraith, or a poltergeist. I haven't seen any objects really move, so I don't know if I'm necessarily going for poltergeist as much. But then again, she hasn't been super aggressive towards me, so I don't know if I'm willing to honestly say that it's a wraith either. Spirit, not too sure. I miss it. Not too sure that a spirit, there it is right there. Okay, so hunting grounds, I don't have any strengths. Using smudge sticks will stop it from attacking. Spirit box, fingerprints, and ghost writing, which I do have a book in there right now, so far there has not been any ghost writing, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop talking and cut through this part. When I get the trailer packed full, I will come back. Talk to you then. At this point, I decided to complete one more objective with the EMF reader, so as I was walking back and forth, I decided to just turn it on and throw it in the doorway and hope she gave me a little bit of a sign. Alright, and we're back. So, should have been the last of the items there. That is the entire house cram-packed into one corner of the trailer. As I said, the thief simulator is great. In the meantime, one of the objectives was to capture paranormal with an EMF reader, so I turned the EMF reader on and took it inside and just threw it in the floor. And as I was going back and forth, naturally the ghost ripped it off and crossed that one off the list for us. So I think now we will make it a goal to try and complete a couple of these objectives, maybe even just figure out what it is. I also threw in another camera right here, just in case it was a poltergeist as a ghost orb, but I have not seen anything yet as I walk in and out. But may be wrong. Still no writing in the book. Still no freezing temps. I wonder if it's an outside hallway ghost here. I wonder if it's even in the bathroom. I think it's in the bathroom. Well, I don't know. Here, let's see about moving this book out here. Maybe we'll get something right in there. Alright. See if we can't get a picture of it. Probably ought to keep this with us just in case. Where are you? Where are you? Show yourself. Let me see you. Give me a sign. Let me know you were here. Show yourself. Well, there was something. You didn't show yourself. Let's see here. Catch. Well, it said catch. I don't know. I don't know if that's a typical thing that a poltergeist would say, but I would think potentially, being that it is a very active ghost that likes to throw stuff. Oh, just kicked the bug. I'm kind of leaning towards the poltergeist side here. It's definitely doing things that are making me question. Let's see, let's throw this right here. If we can't get a good... Throw this right here. Go check for some ghost orbs out here now and see if we can't find anything. Hopefully there'll be something on there for us. As you can see, the activity is just going crazy. My sanity's dropping like crazy. Let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky and there'll be a ghost orb for us inside the bathroom. Well, I'm just really not seeing any. Let's see if we got EMF 5. Can't be EMF 5. The ghost orb is poltergeist. Riding the spirit box. Freezing temps is a red. I'm not sure, as I've moved the camera several times and I have yet to be able to get any kind of orb to appear anywhere on the screen. Oh, looks like it might have blacked out the entire house now. That's great. Yo, lost power. Stepped in the salt, didn't seem to have an app. Well, can't tell. I think you need a UV light to tell that. Throw this up. Try setting this in the doorway, I guess. Maybe we'll get a ghost orb if we can just shine it straight through the bathroom there. Other than that, I'm really not too sure. It's not giving me much to go off of right now. That one's in the bathroom. Come on, ghost orb. Come on, ghost orb. Nope. I'm not seeing anything. Oh. I might have just seen. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Yep. I don't see a ghost orb. Oh, there goes the door. She's just really not going to be a fan of us finding anything, is she? Sanity's getting there. Just going to go ahead and take some sanity pills just to hopefully help prevent a hunt. Spend a lot of time trying to refrain from dying in this round, so that way I can take home my loot. Don't know freezing temps. I would have thought it would have been freezing by now, if anything. I'm gonna try put this here, monitor the hallway a little bit. Maybe I can find, maybe she's a hallway ghost and the bathroom is just giving a little spike on stuff. Hopefully. But she is not riding in the book for us at all. That is just not something that has happened so far. The only indication she's done with the book is when she threw it. And I'm not seeing any orbs floating around here. I don't have much experience with wraiths. I know they have adverse reactions to the salt. I know there was a footstep in the salt. I don't know if we have a UV, if we can see any kind of reaction in the salt. No, nothing that I can see. There's fingerprints for sure. Draw on the book. Give me a sign. Show yourself. Alright, we got a picture of her. We definitely know she's right there. I just cannot seem to get her to give me any other clues right now. We've completed all of our objectives. That's satisfied. We're happy there. I just cannot get her to do anything else that I need her to do. We have spirit, poltergeist, and a wraith. Go back in the journal a little bit here. Find spirit. The ghost writing, but makes mention of a smudge stick. It's not attacking, but might be worth a try to smudge it up in there. Maybe it'll get her a little more active. So, I'm gonna do that. Definitely active. I'm really honestly just thinking I might just go with a poltergeist. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do, because this has been about an hour run in this one map right here, trying to get everything out, bring it to the van, get everything up from all the rooms. The book has been sitting there since I started the run, and there's been no push to write in it at all. You got the ghost. I think I'm gonna go with ghost orb and call it a poltergeist, and I guess if we're not right, then that sucks quite a lot, but I'm not too sure what else to do here, because like I said, there has not been any push to draw in the book whatsoever. So I think my last step here, walk inside one last time, see if there's anything in the book. Nothing in the book. Nothing there. Can you draw in the book? The only thing that I've noticed about the book is that it was pushed across the floor. I know that's not just something a poltergeist can do, but once again, that is something a poltergeist does, so I think I'm just going to go with my gut here and call it a poltergeist, and we can go to the pawn shop and start reaping the rewards from our travel today. And then if we get the poltergeist right, then that'll just be one more added bonus, but the activity's going crazy, and I'm not getting anything else from her, so I'm just going to assume that it's safe to say we might as well just get out of here and call this run good and hope for the best. Let's see what we get. It was a poltergeist. There we go. So, in this run, we were able to successfully thief an entire house, steal everything that they owned, and solve all of our objectives while getting the ghost right. I think that's a pretty successful video here. I hope everybody enjoyed. There's going to be lots of room for improvement. Lots of errors made in this first video, but hopefully I'm looking forward to some comments maybe about improvements to make and next things I can do to fix stuff, or maybe even some suggestions on some games to play, as I've been debating back and forth on something I may need to do there. But I guess thank you all for watching. I appreciate the time. If you liked the video, be sure and give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, be sure and subscribe. There will be way more posted here soon. Appreciate it, and have a great day.